Go, Jesse.
Jesse and Sean, if you care to move, we do have space for you. It's a little tight in here, though. It's up to you guys. They said we're comfortable here.
Well, here.
Great. All right, well, we are going to get going. Welcome everyone to the CEO Roundtable. Thank you for spending the time. I hope you're all enjoying summer, getting into a little bit of fall here, but the weather's still beautiful out here at least. We have a number of things to go over today, our Engage winners, different updates, and I wanted to start though, 2 days ago in this conference room, folks came from CareSource with a gigantic sheet cake and a check, giant check where we didn't know what the amount was. To remind people, we were selected for a CareSource award that was $25,000, specifically because of the work we do with Live Your Dream, life enrichment, and making our clients' lives better across the state. We were guaranteed $25,000, which was amazing. And they came in and gave us $50,000. So congratulations to everyone. That was a blast. We were one of two, sorry, there were 6 groups selected for minimum 25,000, 6 nonprofits. Only 2 of those 6 were going to win the 50,000, and that was based on voting. And my mom, for example, all the people we know voted multiple days, and because of that, we were absolutely the top vote getter, they said, by a ton. I think that also demonstrates the support we have from our community and our loved ones, and speaks really highly to how we can do in the future. When the 2 people from CareSource were here, they said they selected our nonprofit out of 90 applicants, specifically because of the work we did during COVID to make sure our clients were well served. So that was neat to hear. That is a real compliment to Carrie, to others who were here at the time. I was not, but managing during COVID was very difficult. I don't care where you were. And so to be able to go above and beyond for our clients and our staff during that time, that's why I think they said that our application stood out. So really great job to everyone. I'll take a moment right now to say we want more applications for Live Your Dream and life enrichment. So there's Live Your Dream, and then there's also extra enrichment, which all of our clients and programs are eligible for. If I may, I'm going to share my screen because I want you all to see how easy it is. This is our webpage, innovativecareservices.org. If you click right here, and this should be in everyone's browser because IT sets this up. Thank you, gentlemen. If you click here and click on the second link, it's Smartsheet Forms. That is the Live Your Dream submission form. So for the team, you put in your name, your role, a client's name, just a little bit of information. You don't need to go too wild. You don't, have to have everything here. Just know that if you believe you can make a client's life better through a dream or through, something less than a dream, but maybe it's going to get donuts or something, put that in here and team members will follow up with you to try to make that happen for our clients. So want people to understand clearly how accessible it is. And again, for those of you on the call, please let folks know you go to your web browser and under our innovative bookmarks, it's that second one, Smartsheet Forms, Live Your Dream Submission. And it's, I would say 5 or 10 minutes to make clients' lives better. As you may know, we've sent people to Florida along with caretakers, right? We've gone to the Dells. We're about to bring a lot of clients to Packer games, their first ever Packer game in their life. They got to go to Lambeau maybe once, but they've never been to a game. That's really neat. So those are the types of things we're talking about. Okay, as always, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. our announcement of our Engage winners. So the group of people were highlighted between June 19th and September 15th. That's when we pulled the list. Thank you to Jamie always for helping me pull that list. There were 279 nominations during that time. I'm really proud of our group for doing that and for recognizing each other. I'll say that first and foremost. Whether or not people are selected, that positivity means a lot to folks. And so we have 3 winners of $250, which I believe will be able to be run on next paycheck. I see Heather's name on the list, and so Heather can tell me whether or not that's true later. See if we get it in on time. But we've got 3 of those winners. Oh, Heather gave thumbs up. Okay, we're looking good. And then, as you may recall, there's also 8 hours of PTO, which is given to a 4th winner. So our first winner of the Engage is Maria Rico. Maria is a direct support professional, and she was recognized by Keisha for excellence. So she said, "Thank you to all the Hannah One staff. As a team, you have made great improvements across the board for our clients. Everyone continues to help each other by covering shifts, staying late, and alternating schedules to make sure nobody is burnt out and really facilitate a great home for everyone here. Everyone is always looking for ways to get the clients involved and continues to assist with outings when available as well. You guys are truly what makes this house a home for the ladies, and it doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you, team, and keep doing a wonderful job." So congratulations, Maria, and thank you. This will be recorded too, so we can send it to her if she's not on this. Our second winner of $250 is Brian Jarvie, our maintenance and quality technician. And he was nominated by Erica Jansky for Serve. Erica said, "Help me congratulate Brian for 20 years of service with Innovative. Brian has served in many capacities, including DSP, Voc Rehab, and now maintenance. Brian has a great reputation with our clients, some who used to work on the lawn crew with him. He is easygoing." I didn't know we had a lawn crew with clients. That's cool. "He is easygoing and responds quickly to our homes. We are very lucky to have Brian as part of our organization." And we agree, we get to see Brian every once in a while, so that's phenomenal. Our third winner is fairly new to us, and it is Georgie Jasinski. And I had Jesse actually supervise when I do the random selection, so we know it's all in the up and up. And Jesse said, "Oh, I know Georgie, she's awesome. Congratulations to her." So she was nominated by Amy Jo Ronick for Serve, and Amy Jo said, "Congratulations, Georgie, on your 90-day anniversary. You are always coming in with a positive attitude and giving the clients the best care. We are lucky to have you at Cilantro." So I love getting a new team member who's doing well and standing out. And then finally, our 8 hours of PTO winner is Tracy Jarman. So Tracy is an MHT with license, was nominated by Michelle Herrera, again for Serve. And Michelle said, "A big thank you for going above and beyond by helping fill open shifts. You rock." So round of applause, congratulations to all of our winners. Thank you for all the little emojis and different things on this screen. That made it fun. It's fun to watch. Okay, I'm now going to move on to different updates that we have. I think the first update I want to share is reminding folks about this document. So this is one of our foundational documents about who we are and what we do. To remind you all, Innovative is a statewide nonprofit with more than 350 team members. We support people in a variety of ways, including residential, community-based, and mental health. To reiterate, our mission is to care for those with disabilities, helping them lead fulfilling lives with maximum independence. I wanted to mention this just to remind people, as a nonprofit, what that means is if we have months where we are profitable, sometimes we don't, but when we do, it's money that we choose to look at and find ways to get to the team and find ways to make programs better. So there's no owner. The money doesn't go to the board of directors. It doesn't go to any person. It goes into how do we improve Innovative you should all know, I hope, that we're always fighting to pay you more and to increase your benefits. And so we will do that as often as we can, as long as we can afford it. So it's important to remember that. I also think our values are critically important to what we do. So we have three values that are inspire, serve, and involve. That's kind of a nod to the ISI of the past without being ISI. So inspire, we inspire people to be the best they can be. Serve, we are here to serve people in a caring way to help meet their unique needs. And involve, we involve individuals in their care so they can thrive. I feel like serve is the one we use the most across the organization. We're in the service field. My favorite, I don't know if I'm allowed to have favorites or if that's bad, is inspire. Truly, if we can inspire people to be the best they can be, I think we're winning. And that's each other, fellow teammates and our clients. I just think it's a really, really good value to have. So I wanted to cover that and remind people a little bit about why we're here. I have one, two, three other updates. So soon you will see on our social media and across different channels a new approach to how we share our story. I think for the past several years, when we've highlighted clients, for example, they might be going to donut shop together and we say, look how much fun, and kind of tag the restaurant involved. We've learned of a way to share our message called narrative change, where we're going to focus on three targeted strategies that when we're sharing messages, we have those three strategies as well as kind of sub points, but it will be repeated messages for well over a year to help all those who might see our messages begin to understand our clientele, begin to understand what challenges people with disabilities face, begin to understand some of our fundraising challenges, maybe how they can get involved. So it's going to be, they'll still be the feel good, wow, look at what these clients are doing. But it will really be take them on the journey of things that we understand so well. And I think it's going to be phenomenal. It's called Narrative Change. And I think it's in a month or two that we will be doing it. Something I'm very proud of because it will help us get into some of the inequalities that happen in these people's lives, some of the, triumphs that happen in their lives. But anyone watching our social media regularly will become way more informed and might want to volunteer, might want to give back, might want to talk to a legislator. So Hannah, our marketing person, is helping lead that. And I did prep Hannah before and said, do you want to say anything else about that? She said, okay, I'll talk to the group. So yeah, any other thoughts?
Yeah, I thought you did a great job explaining that. So narrative change, if you don't know what that is, it's really creating intentional storytelling and messaging that we'll share. This will be in our newsletters, on social media, but also used internally with our team. So this will really help strengthen our team communication. And yeah, looking forward to starting to show this in October. So keep an eye out for messaging on social media and your email.
Okay, thank you. And sorry, now the owl picked up on you, right? You finished. Oh, perfect. Alex got it. What can team members do to help with this?
That's a great question. I think when we share the narrative change, if you have any ideas for content or photos, stories of your clients, stories of team members, sharing them with me at hannah.torbenson@isiinc.org. I think that'll be super helpful.
Okay, good. Yeah, we'll have to design the content still and come up with it. Exactly. Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay. St. Norbert College recently completed a study for us, a business landscape study. So what counties are we in? What counties are we not in? What are the counts of people with disabilities needing services per county? and what organizations serve them or don't. They will do these types of studies for, I'm looking out the window, Crumble Cookies. When Crumble Cookies says, should we go into this community? They'll do a study on how many people buy cookies. And so we're glad to get the results. It presented a lot of opportunities and things we might pursue doing in the future. We're still going to be working through some of the results with our business development group. So far already, because of our business development group, we expanded CCS services to include CLTS. We've identified some new markets for CSL, and I think it's especially stuff that will happen later this year and into next year where we can take advantage of this and look at what essentially meeting our mission. How are their clients in other counties that are not getting their needs met, and can we be part of the solution? So we won't just go places to go there. It really truly will be, we could really use you and you might be able to help us type thing. Yep. And my last update is tomorrow we are going to Wausau, various people, to celebrate our exceptional employees. And there are, I think it's 2 support professionals and then a manager and a DSP in each of our different business units that were selected for the Exceptional Employee Awards. And so, because not all of you can be there during this, I wanted to highlight people right now and just talk about some of those folks. They do already know, so there's not a big surprise. But in CCS, the manager of the year is Logan Jacobs. And I got to know Logan. I got to see him quite a few times. He was working with clients and now he's a manager and just phenomenal out there. Also in CCS, one of our direct service providers, she won of the year is Allison Shave. Sorry if I said that wrong, Allison. Work on your last name. So those are our 2 folks out of CCS. For CSL, our manager of the year is Tasha Palkowski. And I believe each of these winners will bring some family or friends to celebrate, and their managers will get to embarrass them a little bit, roast them in front of a few people tomorrow. Our CSL Direct Service Award of the Year goes to Dylan Pratch. Congratulations, Dylan. For residential, our manager of the year goes to Michelle Herrera, and you heard Michelle's name earlier. She's nominating people out of Gateway. And then finally, for residential, our Direct Service Award goes to, a Direct Service Provider Award is for Myra Bonds. And I've run into Myra a ton of times out at Newberry and just taking care of the really great clients out there. Supporting Department of the Year, there are 2 Supporting Department of the Year awards. One went to Courtney Exford, and Courtney is just phenomenal. She's a service coordinator for us. We see her around here sometimes. And finally, someone sitting in our very midst, Supporting Department of the Year award for Jared Mays. So please, everyone, join me in giving a round of applause for all those. Jared, because you're sitting in front of us, would you like to give a 10 to 15 minute speech, acceptance speech right now? Okay, yeah, congratulations, everyone. Out of whatever it is, 350 people, you were nominated by your coworkers to receive these awards. You were selected because you make everyone's lives better, not just the clients, but people. And Jared, because you're sitting in front of me, you're just compassionate, your humor as you're working through issues, even if I forget to plug in my monitor and that's why it's out. And you never tease me about it. You just move right past that. Yeah, but we have a lot of fun, so thank you. Okay, any other things we should bring up before we get to question and answer? A little bit, Carrie, I'm looking at you. Crystal, you've got your camera on. Any other items that we should cover? All right, questions. Does anyone have any questions about how we're doing? What's going on? Questions about innovators?
Do we have any updates on board member changes?
Board member changes. Thank you, Mr. Carter, that question. Yes, so we, as I think a lot of you know, we try to present the board. The board is made up of volunteers only, people from the community who care about our population and want to help us. So they don't get paid anything. They come to quarterly meetings. We have recently added an attorney to our board, Will McKinley. Will is the president, CEO, owner, I don't know, of Men Law. So they've on their radio ads, which I hear a lot, they're purportedly the largest law firm around. And Will has been really helpful for us as we work on a Paycor contract or work on volunteer language. We'll just send it to him and say, hey, what do you think about this? And right back here, this. Normally we, have to pay an attorney a lot of money if we ask them at all. So that's been phenomenal. We also added a new CPA, certified professional accountant, to our board, Nancy. Oh, I'm forgetting Nancy's last name right now. Nancy is joining us and will
Schmidt.
work alongside. Oh, go
Nancy
ahead. What was
Schmidt.
that?
Nancy Schmidt.
Thank you, Sarah. Yep, Sarah knows her from a while back. So she'll be working with Sarah and Noah as well as Jackie on our board to make sure our financials look good, that we're covering everything that way. Yeah, so that's what we have going. We've been able to add some new people. There might be one or two other changes coming in the future, but those aren't totally decided. We just look out for folks who can really help us do our jobs, and they're so amazing in that we'll say, what about this? And they'll just work and find an answer and help support all of us. Good question. Thanks, Carter. Other questions?
How many are going Sunday?
On Sunday, as part of Live Your Dream, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, or Life Enrichment, Andy and others were able to secure Burkle's one block over bar. The owner of Burkle's, as I understand it, heard about our population and said, I'm gonna throw you all a party on Packer Sunday. And so the owner is cooking food for all of us, team and clients who want to show up. We're taking over the bar and watching the Packers beat the Cleveland Browns. If you're a Packers fan, that's what you want. If you're not, you wish for some other outcome. I'll try to be diplomatic in this room, but I think a lot of our clients and team will be able to go get free food and should be a lot of fun. Andy Solomon, can you answer the question specifically? Do you know how many people? 45 clients and 20 team members have RSVP'd. Here we go. Go Pack Go. Andy, a question came up. Are we allowed to bring kids and family members because it's a public bar?
We this is because it's a bar and it's an adult activity. We're not, yes, you can, but it's more of an adult activity this time. A little different from like Bay Beach or a zoo visit or something like that. So,
Okay.
bring you can bring your spouse and you can bring your kids if you need to, but this one is a little bit more of an adult activity for our adult clients, which we're excited about because it's not an opportunity they get to do all the time.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. Thank you. Thank you both. Any other questions people have? And then, questions at any point, open discussion. I will say there are questions around the managed care organizations and how they fund things or don't fund things, frankly, with our enhanced reimbursement that we get through the minimum fee schedule. That made it such that they can't offer us even lower rates, basically, for the clients that we serve, which we were having tremendous difficulty even surviving on. So that was a big win. What we have found though is those managed care organizations, so that's Lakeland, Inclusa, Community Care, there's one other, My Choice, maybe, yeah. They're telling our colleagues in day services that many of the clients can't get their day services. They've been cutting day services and saying, oh, well, you don't need that. You can just get that in your residential care provider. As we know, we have one staff member who can't do the same kinds of things that locally a Spiro or CP or Curative can do. And our clients love going, right? They love having their job maybe, or they love being with other clients, not just in their house 24/7. Family care mandates that it should be a service that's funded, both residential and day services. It's essentially, I think, we're seeing this managed care organization's way of saving money, buying some back. So we're working with DSPN, Disability Support Provider Network. I think they've got 200 organizations like ours to say that's wrong. You can't cut the normal activities with maximum independence for these clients. At the same time, because of some requirement, we've seen each of the MCOs is merging with or has merged with a larger insurance company. So when family care started, the idea was to care for people with disabilities. It used to be the state gave money to counties, and the county governments made sure that people with disabilities found organizations like ours and got their needs met. Family care began, I want to say 14 years ago, and said, okay, instead of counties, we're going to give all this money to managed care organizations, for-profits or nonprofits, who said they'll take the money, find the providers, and find the services. I think when they started, there might have been 20 or 30. Now we're down to 4. And then beyond that, those 4 are now purchased by multinational insurance agencies. Humana, I think Anthem, Blue Shield, Anthem, Blue Cross is coming into it. There's CareSource, who just gave us that donation. They're getting into the market. That changes things for us, perhaps in a worrisome way, because the MCOs used to be Wisconsin, used to be local, used to understand the population. Now these are multinational companies and insurance agencies who are taking on this line of business. I don't think they're doing it for financial gain. I think they're required through some federal requirement to have a Medicaid type service offering. So that's why they're doing it. But we just need to monitor it, and we don't know what it will bring. Inclusa and Humana is probably the furthest along. And as you know, or you might know, Humana used to offer health insurance to everybody, like it was Humana or United Healthcare, kind of. Humana got out of that. They were not making a profit. And so it's like, what are they going to do? I thought that's what they did. Well, they took over Inclusa and some other offerings. And so far it's gone well for us. I mean, we've had to educate them and push back and say, this is how Inclusa used to do it. But we've seen even increased rates pending. So, yep. Sorry if that was boring, but I know it and I'm working on it. So, yeah. We also see, and Crystal and others tell me about this, when a member is looking to be placed in one of our 24/7 residential programs, they'll fight us on rate big time, right? And they'll say, or they'll try to get a different setting, or which member are we going to take, not take. So that's part of the negotiation and trying to get what's best for the client for us. Any other open discussion things or questions people have? It looks like Chelsea, you might have your hand up. I'm sorry if I missed that earlier. Is that intentional? No, that wasn't your hand. That was my pointer. Okay, that's embarrassing. Sorry to put you on the spot there. Okay, well, only half hour. That's great. I do want to say that we're doing well. I'm really proud of our nonprofit. I'm really proud that we're a leader in the space. I think we've got, for the first time in a while, really good technological underpinnings for what we do. We're getting a new financial management system. Paycor has expanded a lot. Carter's helped with that. We didn't always have the right tools to do our job. And I think we're getting closer and closer to having those technological tools because we should keep utilizing it. So, and if there are no more questions, we will keep it a half hour. All right, well, congratulations again to all of our Engage winners as well as our employees of the year. That's really quite an honor. So thankful for all the work you do every day. Jessica Breedy said, "Go Pack Go." That doesn't surprise me. That's what she says all the time. Have a great day, everyone. Keep up the great work. Thanks. Bye-bye.